Action Force. From Star Wars to Star Trek, we'll talk about it all. Let's show pop lover. From TNT to aliens, from X-Plane to Maths, we'll talk about them all.
Alrighty, hi everybody and welcome back to the channel. My name is Jeff and we are going to take a look at Moff Giddeon today in the flesh, as it were. So let's hop right on into it. So I don't usually do Star Wars, and those of you that do know me know that I don't usually do Star Wars, but we've got this wonderful box that we've got to open up right now, and it's going to be awesome. So let's get to it. You can see through this box just fine. Everything is cool on it. You can even see the side of it where the weapons are and all that fun stuff. I do like the helmet that is separate. You can put that on the character's head. You'll see that eventually. Some awesome artwork from The Mandalorian. And look at that. Even on the back, we got some lore, so you can know who Moff Giddeon is. Especially where this armor is coming from and the whole shebang. Got some more of that artwork on the back of the box there. And you know what? This is enough talking about the box. Let's just get the son of a gun open and we'll go from there. So far, though, I like this toy. So up next, we've got his force pike with an effect. So in the show, it extended and, collapsed in on itself. And you can't do that with the toy. However, they do give you a smaller version of it. Just a tip right there. Just a tip. As you can see, it is a glossy finish on this armor, much like it was in the show. He's got a little sidearm there in his holster. That holster's a pain in the butt, by the way. On the back there, you've got all that detailing. Nothing has really changed. It's really just a good time all the time. There we go. This is not a good shot of the character's head sculpt, but give me a minute, and Bellaverse will come in and save the day in a moment. If you just keep watching, you'll know what I mean. So, it's just good all around. You can see reflection in the armor, all that fun stuff. I like the detailing on this so much. I like the fact that it's a cloth cape. And there we go, Bellaverse to the rescue. There's his head right there. It's a pretty good head sculpt. And moving right along, we've got the figure here with some other figures next to it, just for backdrops and things like that. And just pointing out the details here of how great this figure kind of is. How it looks good. There's a couple of gripes with it, and we'll get to those gripes eventually. But right now, we're just talking about the highlights of the figure itself. I like that he can hold his helmet like that. I like that he has a collapsible force pike, or at least the effect or the illusion that you could have in the collapsible force pike. So that's pretty cool. I like that a whole lot. And there goes the helmet. And what helmet? Nothing fell. Everything's fine. I'm a professional at this. So we're just going to keep moving along. And up next, we've got some of the articulation we're going to go over on this figure. Pretty good articulation for a Star Wars Black Series. I think the last time I bought one was when Star Wars Kenobi was going on. I think I bought him. That's who that fellow to the right is, when my big meat hooks aren't in the way. Regardless, I gave that Kenobi the episode 1 or episode 4 Kenobi's lightsaber a little longer, so I can get into that classic third stance for fighting, or Form 3, if you will. But articulation's good on this. No thigh cut, but there is a cut above the knee. There's also no boot cut, which is kind of weird. I don't know if it's a boot cut. I don't know. Somebody help me out here in the comments and be like, well, Jeff, actually, it's this kind of cut. I'm just kind of action figure because the buck is this. So, pretty good figure all around. He is lacking, though. He's definitely lacking. That cape is nice, and part of me wants it to be wired, but the other part of me understands why it's not. And there's something coming up that I'm not a big fan of, but I mean, the rotation is great. The articulation is great. You flip him around. That backpack is locked on there. You can't take that backpack off. And I know, and in the show, we had the backpack and everything else. But it's kind of like they figured, we gave this guy too many accessories. We might have to make him a deluxe. Nah. Super glue that bitch on. And that's what it kind of feels like. It kind of feels a little lazy. But, I mean, I don't make action figures. I just talk about them and say what I like and dislike about them. So standing him was a little hard with that staff, so I used it as a counterbalance, but it eventually got the job done. It looks pretty good, if you ask me. Of course, you didn't ask me, but I am, explaining it now, because that's how they do. Put the helmet to the side there, all that fun stuff. Those are all of his accessories, as you can see, and it's pretty good, if you ask me. So up next, we've got our size comparison coming in. So I picked Logan Wolverine, the smallest Marvel Legend, but as you can tell, he towers over Gideon there. And that is because Wolverine is a Marvel Legend. And Black Series come out a little smaller than Legends and G.I. Joe. You're about to see a better example of that here pretty soon. But not a whole lot of mixing and matching. Yeah, that Cobra Trooper from the retro card, which by the way is slowly becoming my very favorite army builder, next to the Praetorian Wraith, of course, Oink. Is probably one of my favorite builders. I like the detailing, I like his kit, I like his gear. You can hear Dobby in the background. He's protecting the house, so that's okay. But there's the size comparison. He's kind of a little guy. Like, I wouldn't worry about that guy. He's a little guy. That little guy, wouldn't worry about him. So, that's kind of awesome. But, I mean, that's basically it. The figure's good. I liked the figure. If you get a chance to find him at half price, I'd say get him. Don't pay that $25 for him. And up next, we've got our Red Robin from Mattel. Mattel's multiverse, not McFarlane's. You know, when figures were still 6 inches and made sense in the world. And that Robin's a little hard to stand, as you're finding out now, and it's just a pain in the ass. But this isn't a Robin review. My mom made the cape, so Robin looks kind of badass. I gotta do some things to that at one point.
Selecting and previewing from DC Master Marvel, the not so fast. From G.I. Joe to Action Force, from Star Wars to Star Trek, we'll talk about it all. That's your mind.